Congratulations, you've completed the first half of the course. Now that we are after the midpoint, we're going to begin the practice set. So for week 10, it says begin Rocky Ram practice set. This practice set or a practice set is required here on FCC's campus for those taking Accounting for A. You'll see that I have them broken up into two parts. So the first part will be due November 14th. Second part will be due November 24th. Now you are welcome to turn it in early if you have the parts completed. The steps completed for the first part. Just keep in mind that you cannot begin part 2 until you get feedback from me for part 1. Now, how do you access the actual practice set? The easiest way is to go to course information, look for the instructor's website, then go to Accounting for A, chapter resource link, and if you scroll down towards the bottom, you will have hypertext links to the various files. The first thing you will need will be the instructions. This is a PDF file. I recommend that you print it out, and you will have all the information you'll need. The second sheet shows the grading scale. So this is the grading matrix that will be used. So November 14th, you'll need to complete steps 1 through 10. And then after you complete that, submit it for grading. I'll give you feedback so that you can make your corrections before beginning part 2. And then the last steps, 11 through 17, will be due on November 24th. And if you keep scrolling down, it kind of gives you the directions for the practice set, as well as the information for the transactions. So let's go back after we print out those pages. The next part, to get the additional pages, you have two options. The first option is you can go with part 1, the PDF files. The second option would be going with the Excel version. I do recommend the PDF for those students that find it easier to write things out as opposed to inputting it directly on the computer. So you can go here, print out these pages, and it will be all the pages needed to complete part 1. And you'll notice the actual first journal entry is actually completed for you, as well as posted since the account numbers are here. Now, if you choose the second option, that means that you would actually have your files together, and you will go to the file name. Make sure you save it in accordance with the policy, and that's P01, and your last name, not my last name, but your last name and first initial, and go ahead and save that somewhere. I'm going to save it to my USB drive, and once I do that, I should be able to open it up after it's downloaded to my computer. And when you do that, you will see that there's multiple sheets in the file, the workbook file. So it's downloading. Okay, so November trial balance is the first tab. Then the first page of the general journal entry page, you'll see here I have the information recorded just like it was on the PDF file. There's a second page for the general journal to allow for the proper space, general ledger, worksheet, adjusted journal entry, financials, closing journal entries, post-closing trial balance, the ratios, and then of course the grade sheet you can see. Now, if you would like to print out the entire workbook in one action, go to print, and what you're going to do is where it says settings, you will select print entire workbook. When you do that, you will see that you have a total of 17 pages. So 17 pages is what will be printed out if you choose the Excel option. If you choose to work directly on the file, which is also an option, You can save 17 sheets of paper. And then after you've completed your part 1, you'll submit it for grading, and then after that, after you receive the grade, you can go ahead and begin part 2 on the PDF files or the Excel spreadsheet. Now, if you have any questions, please post, and I have a question under your course's discussion boards, and I believe in this particular course it's a little bit down a ways. Well, it's not the very top. So you should see I have a question underneath the introduction. I don't see it. Where is it? Oh, here it goes. So I have a question. You can post your questions here. That concludes this video.